Hey guys, welcome back to day 2 at the Heritage Farmstead Museum Summer Camp. I'm Sam Strobel, and today we're going to be talking about our games of the past. With Jess, of course. And if you see here, I'm sporting my favorite team's throwback jersey, which everybody loves to see. This jersey dates back to 1890, about the time of the Plano Nine, who played in the unofficial Championship of Texas against the Galveston Sand Crabs. Fun fact, the game was called due to darkness. I don't think they had figured out lights yet at that time. But we got a lot of fun stuff planned today. We're going to take a look at some games that they played in the past. You know, they didn't have Minecraft and Fortnite and all these other computer games that you guys might like to play, of course. So why not comment below what your favorite games are now? And then at the end, we'll ask you again what your favorite game of the past was once we go through a couple of them. So why don't you come along and join us?
So now we are going to teach you guys about a game called Graces. And historically, this used to be a game that only the girls would play, but since we're here at the Heritage Farm Museum, whoever wants to play can. And so some of the games we're going to show you guys, you can do at home, and other games we can just kind of tell you about and you can watch us do right here. So if I have a willing participant, Sam over here, we're going to try it out. All right, so now we're going to actually teach you guys how to play. So you take your hoop and you put it in between your two sticks and you cross them like this, like open scissors. And then when you're ready to throw, you straighten them out and push it towards your partner. All right, Sam, you ready?
Ready. 3,
2, 1. Perfect! You can either catch it with one stick or two. All right, I'm ready.
Another fun game in the past is sack races. This is something that kids would do when they would find old sacks that transported potatoes from the market, jump right in it and hop along as far as they please and as fast as they could. And this is something that you can do at home. Just go in your bedroom closet, grab an old pillowcase, probably one that you don't mind putting your feet in, and well, put your feet in and hop along. Race your brother. Oh, hello. As you may know, back in the day, one of the most common chores for the kids to do was to go out and collect the eggs. And the thing was, the chickens laid so many eggs that it didn't matter if 1 or 2 went missing. So they would play some good games with them. The egg toss, or if they were lucky enough to get a spoon from the dining room, they could play the spoon and egg race, which requires just the perfect amount of balance and skill and speed. So you know what? I think we should do this. And this is something y'all can do at home. You just need a spoon and an egg. You're going down.
Are you ready to leave?
At the end of the egg race, it is a common practice to touch spoons, especially due to the coronavirus. Good game, ma'am.
Congrats on the win.
Thanks. All right, so another egg game that you can play at home is the egg toss. And if you would rather eat your eggs, like most people, you could even use a water balloon or a Ziploc bag full of water. The key to this game is having a partner and tossing the egg back and forth without letting it crack. Each time you toss it to the other person, you take a step back. And you keep going as far apart as possible and see how far you can launch that egg without it cracking all over yourself. That would be a yoke, right? All right, let's do it.
Let's get started.
All right. Soft hands, soft hands. Nice. Don't let that Aggie ring.
Take a step back?
Yeah. Just, everybody take a step back. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How we doing? Eggs okay?
Eggs perfect.
Eggs good.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Woo! Woo! Easy. Here we go. Ah. This next game is one of our favorites for short people such as ourselves. These are called stilts. Stilts actually date back to ancient Greece. But these right here are, out of materials that kids could just find around the farm. They had to build their own toys themselves most of the time. And one way that you could build your own stilts at home is by taking cans and putting a little string around them and putting them under your feet. I got to try it out. This is how it's done for us small people. You just got to get up there and go for a stroll. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm so tall. Ah, there you have it, folks.
So for another game of the past, a lot of the times farms would have different tools like rope lying around. So sometimes the kids would find a piece of rope, put it in two hands, and jump rope, just like this. So we encourage you to get outside, get some good exercise, some sunshine, and jump some rope.
This next one's my personal favorite game of the past. That's right, basketball. And if you look at this basketball, it doesn't really look like the one you're familiar with. This basketball comes from the original invention of the sport in 1891. That's the same year that our Farrell Wilson house was built. And it's a lot different than the basketball that we see today with superstars like LeBron James and Steph Curry. The sport was first invented by James Naismith in Massachusetts. See, back then it was a lot different than what you see today. Players weren't allowed to dribble. They had to pass the ball from person to person, which required a lot of running up and down the floor, similar to today. And they didn't have the hoops that you're used to seeing either. They used peach baskets, like the one seen above. The funny thing, which I don't get, is they didn't even think to cut out the bottom. So each time a player made a basket, they had to get up in a ladder and retrieve the ball. Good thing it's changed so much to what we know today. All right, here we are in the Farrell Wilson house now, which was built in 1891 and is our crown gem of the Heritage Farmstead Museum. And now we're going to go on upstairs, check out our girls' and boys' rooms, and see some of their games of the past.
So here we are in the girls' room, and as you can see here, some of the games that they play, like dollhouse or cards with their little animals, and even girls learned how to sew and to iron. And so a lot of these games had to do with preparing them for what they were going to be doing later in life. Now we know obviously times have changed, but in the 1890s, this is what you would typically see for toys and games in a little girl's room.
Marbles. Marbles. Guess where we're at now? That's right, it's the boys' room. Much more fun toys in my opinion. If you look around, you see we got stuff such as baseball glove and trading cards. You got your blocks, you got your little tractor, some Lincoln logs named after, that's right, Abraham Lincoln himself. And if you look over towards the fireplace, you'll see some rackets, a nice kite, a toy gun, and some books, of course. And over here, some very cool findings. A nice little bird's nest. And if you're brave enough, a hornet's nest was taken down. I know I wouldn't touch it. And this fella right here, I like to call him Gus. He's got a cool looking slingshot and a bow tie. And that's our boys' room. Fun stuff. That sure was fun looking inside the house at all the cool games of the past, wasn't it?
It was, but honestly, I'm a little hungry right now.
Ooh, you know what I could go for? A nice watermelon.
Me too.
Snack time, let's get
go.
it. You know the best part about virtual summer camp?
The snacks.
You don't have to share the snacks with the campers. And you know, watermelon is one of the best snacks for summer.
Why is that?
Well, it is 92% water.
Really?
And kids don't tell your parents, it has sugar in it too. Makes it a delicious treat, and it hydrates you. Keeps you cool during the hot summer months.
And you know what another fun game of the past is? Seed spitting.
Seed spitting. That's brilliant. I usually just swallow them.
You want to go?
I challenge you to a seed spitting contest. And what? It's like we already have a cup of seeds ready for us.
All right, you ready to lose?
Oh, you're on. Okay. All right. So here we are doing our warm-up exercises for our seed spitting contest that we're gonna do here in our garden. And it's a key to do your seed spitting in a place where you want to plant your seeds so that they can maybe grow. We're gonna see what happens, I guess. We got our little markers, and let's see. Do you want to go first?
I can. All right, you ready?
Man.
Way over there.
Wow.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. That's it right there.
All right.
I'll stand
I'm loading up.
You got it.
Oh.
No. Go back. Go back. Right there.
Oh, there it is.
So as you can see, the real winner is me. The winning seeds here. Well, Sam, that was a really good game. And at the end of the day, it's not about winning or losing, but it's about spending time with your friends and family on a good, wholesome game of the past. And even one you can do right now in your backyard or wherever you're at.
It's true. And it's all about the nice, delicious treat. But it looks like we got a little bit too much, so I was thinking maybe we could share it with our favorite donkey friend, Poncho.
Oh, you're right.
Let's head on over. Oh, I almost forgot. We're curious to know what your favorite game was today. Why don't you take a minute to comment below which of the games of the past that we went through today was your favorite. All right, well, let's go ahead and feed our guy. Look who's here. We have Poncho, one of our favorite animals on the farm. He's a mammoth jack donkey, 16 years old, and one of his favorite treats is watermelon. Check it. Yeah. Oh, buddy.
Thank you, bud.
But if you want to learn more about our animals, tune in tomorrow, where our theme is animals at the farmstead. See you next time.